There we go, that's better. All right, hey folks, I am making a video here. Again, it's just gonna be a short, quick one, just kind of checking in. All is well. As you can see, I'm feeling a lot better, getting ready, getting stronger, trying to gear myself up for what's about to happen to me, if that makes any sense. Um, Basically get stronger and put on weight just to get torn down again in a few weeks. But hopefully this is the last time I gotta do that. Um, like I said on my previous video, I did get a trial date, and that's gonna start cracking off for me about April 27th with all the pre-testing stuff. It's quite intense. Like when I say like all the pre-testing stuff, I'm talking like from the tip of my head to the tip of my toes, like everything gets imaged, documented, physical exams to make sure, things, body parts function. They got to get like a baseline so they know if something goes wrong during the study that it wasn't wrong prior, things like that. Just checking to make sure that it's like it's like a go or no go thing, making sure everything's good to go for what I'm about to do. Um, so that all starts, and it's a lot of tests every day, all day. I think on average, from the 27th, my day starts at 0:15 in the morning, and I'll probably get out like around 9 o'clock at night. I think some is like that's some of the last. That's not a typical end date. Like it varies. Like sometimes it'll be around like 5 or 6. Sometimes it won't be until 9 at night. It all depends on what test is going on. But it'll be like that for a few days. I think until about May 2nd, and then I have to get what they call a PICC line. It's like PICC line installed, and I've had them before throughout my tenure with this disease. It's like a giant ass IV that goes in like right here sometimes, or down here in your arm. Could be any arm, really. And it's just they want to install one of those in instead of using the port that's installed here in my chest, um, because it'll handle more volume, which is comforting. I don't know what you need more volume than what I already have for equipment, but yeah, apparently that's what they want, so that's what they get. And then some biopsies. They're going to knock me out a lot. So the drugs are going to be good. Those drugs are fun. I always try to play games with everybody, but apparently I'm hilarious. Because the folks, when I get that done in Pittsburgh, I was kind of worried at first because they remembered me, and I'm like, oh God, what did I do that was so significant that these people that see like hundreds of people a week remember me of all people? And I was really worried. Like I got sick to my stomach, but apparently it's because I was like absolutely hilarious, which I'm typically a pretty funny dude without drugs. So, yeah, I'm curious to see how that's going to go down here. Um, but they're going to, like I said, they're going to knock me out. They're going to put that in, that PICC line, take some chunks of my tissue and my tumors. Funny thing is, true story is, I just had what I explained in my past videos is what's called a PET CT scan, and that's a big sensitive test where they inject you with the radioactive sugar to find out where cancer is. It's a cancer test. And I got really good results. So that chemo that I've been on, and not only did it kick my ass, but it's kicking ass in the cancer. Like those were like literally one of the best results that I've ever had, ever. So it knocked everything down. Like there's like hardly any hardly any cancer left. So we're like, oops, because if I obviously don't have cancer, then I can't do the trial. So we're like, oh crap, maybe we took that a little too far, but that's a good thing no matter what. So I'm just recovering. I mean, that just lets you know how significant that chemo regimen was. That hurt a lot, and it drug me down pretty far. Um, Anyways, getting back to the schedule that's coming up here in the near future. Then I'll be admitted, I think May 2nd ish. It's kind of, if everything goes well and on time. And that'll be day -6. That'll be the first day, which is just getting admitted and IV hydration. Then day -5, which is the second day that I'll be there, we'll start the chemo process to kill my immune system. So for the next 3 days, I'll get chemotherapy each day, basically to kill my immune system to make room for the CAR NK cells that they put in me with the infusion for the trial. So then, we're off to the races, I guess. So that's what's upcoming here. So I'm, getting myself prepared, not only physically, but mentally. Pretty nervous. I'm starting to get nervous, which is a good thing. That normally happens before a good fight, or I do something really either stupid or dangerous. So I don't know which one this is going to turn out to be, but we'll see. Time will tell. Yeah, nervous, a little worried, of course. When you do something, and you're the first to something, kind of have, thoughts in your head, always that evil little game of what ifs. Oh my goodness. I end up telling myself in my head, what if grasshoppers had machine guns? What a world that would be, right? Holy hell. So I say that to myself constantly just to keep my head calm, because I don't want to get caught up in that. It's easy to, it's human nature to, of course. It's a natural progression. However, it doesn't do any good to waste focus and energy on that game. Even for, you folks out there that are, starting your journey with cancer, or it doesn't even have to be involved in cancer. You could be doing something, just all you healthy folks, just doing something in life, and that what if game always comes up. And yeah, just don't waste your time on that. It's wasted energy, and to break in focus, you don't need to do it. And I try my best. I'm trying my best not to let that happen. I do, however, like I said, I get worried. This is pretty intense. So I don't really know what's going to happen to me. Neither do they. Yeah, that's the whole point. But like I was telling, I was talking to my wife, and I was just like, wow, how blessed I've been in my life. I was just reflecting, a little bit, which is cool, but how blessed I've been, not only to have, wife and kids, family, and the life that I did have, which is nothing short than a miracle for 12 going on 13 years of living with cancer when I should have been dead very, very long time ago. Not to mention, like, just a couple months ago. I'm blessed that I got to make a difference in this world twice. one, by serving my country and doing the great work that we achieved, even though how short my career was cut, in my opinion, we did awesome stuff, and I truly believe we made a difference for mankind. And then I get to do it again. And from what they're going to learn from me, perhaps that will be a future. There might be a future in the near future where mankind doesn't have to worry about this specific type of cancer no longer, because we'll be able to cure it and easily cure it effectively, efficiently, and without a doubt. And that's what we're gunning for. I know that's what the team is gunning for, and I get to play a part in that, myself and 95 other individuals. But I'm patient number one out of 95. I'm also the most advanced patient. So I get to lead the way, and hopefully by example, and we're going to rock star this shit and give them amazing data, amazing results, and kick some cancer ass. Yeah, that's the objective. So we'll see. Hopefully that goes that well. And like I said, we don't know, but that's what I'm banking on. Just trying to stay positive, and that's a very, possible outcome. I don't really want to get into how bad this could get, but it could get as bad as fast as it could get better. And that's a reality. So I'm also preparing myself for that. Um, the best you can, I guess, because I mean, you really don't know what the hell is going to happen. So you can only prepare yourself to a certain degree. And that's about as far as I can take it. Other than that, I'm just chilling and eating. Oh my God, do I eat so much? And I am so happy to say that because I need to gain weight. And I am getting, looking at myself in the camera here, I guess I am gaining a little bit of weight. I can see it in my face, and man, I'm happy that that's happening because that's kind of hard to do. Figure all the damage and everything, plus feeding cancer at the same time, plus trying to gain weight on top of that. It's not easy to do that. It's easy to lose weight. I mean, this is the best weight loss program I've ever seen in my life. It sucks, but it's effective. And I don't recommend it at all to anyone because it sucks that bad. But yeah, it's not an easy feat to gain weight and to maintain strength, especially when you're getting nailed with doses like I get. It just has to, it's so heavy. Those drugs are intense, and the amount that you get and the interval, it's just, whoa. It's this last chemo regimen, although it worked amazing, and that was comforting to know because it's nice to know that you have options. That's normally a luxury that I'm not awarded at this stage. So it's awful nice to have options. However, I don't know. I don't I don't think that we could push it possibly any further because something on me was about to go. And when you've done that as long as I have and been through it in so many different ways and flavors, I mean, I definitely know when to say when and when to push forward. And I was like, holy cow, I was in a bad way. And thankfully, the timing of that worked out to where I am now. Um, but yeah, just a little, like I said, so I'm not even gonna bullshit any of you, and excuse my language, but yeah, I'm super nervous about this. Um, yeah, I mean, as you can imagine. But I told my kids, I tried to make them understand, the gravity of this at such a young age, and I was like, hey, even though I'm nervous as all get up and pretty scared, but I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna do it because I have to. So that pretty much sums that up. There ain't much to do down here in the wonderful city of Houston, where I'm at specifically, is like the medical district, I guess you could call it. I'm in my apartment, and the big thing is, I mean, there's things to do. You could do stuff, but I can't because I have to really like be smart and limit my exposure. So I have to basically live like a hermit. You know, I can't go out and do things. I can't, really have a lot of exposure out in the public. Um, because I mean, heaven forbid I get sick or like COVID or something goofy, and that will screw up a lot of stuff. And I don't want to have that happen. I mean, it's a reality, of the way things are now. So I have to be very, very careful and very tactful. Yeah, that's a hard one to say. I have to be that. When I do like go out and get groceries for myself and stuff, because I don't want to get, I don't want to catch anything prior to, being this close, um, to starting this trial. So, we're coming down to the wire. Things are going to really start ramping up. It's going to get crazy here, crazy busy. And I'll be pretty worn down just from all the testing and stuff before I even get to the part where they start pumping me full of chemicals and then these CAR NK cells. So just like like I said, just get mentally prepared, trying to prepare my body physically as much as possible, um, and gonna unleash hell on this. That's that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna basically let this fly and see where we end up. I like the science. I trust in the science. I spent this time learning about the science of this. That's just the way I do business. When I get a subject or do something, especially when I'm the first like this, and I did, I made myself that way, with my career with the Army and stuff, especially dealing with aircraft and flying in aircraft and maintaining them. I did everything I could to be a subject matter expert in the best way possible, knowing everything possible that I could do. And I've done that with this procedure. So I pretty much got sped up in less than a month on genetically modifying stem cells and CAR NK cell therapy. I'm pretty confident, given that I had the right equipment, I could probably do this in my garage. And enough beer, of course. Gotta have that. Maybe throw some meat on the smoker in the meantime. Because there's no fault in multitasking. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do this if I wanted to at this point. And that really made me more comfortable with the science. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I did. You could tell in my face, right? You could tell. Sorry, I'm being completely rude. Lisa said that I definitely did gain some weight, and yeah, I'm crazy. I'm probably the only person right now because of this that's happy about gaining weight. I'm like, yes, victory. And you know how it is, Lisa. So it is what it is. I'm really happy about that I actually gained. Um, and I'm gonna still continue to do that right up to the wire. Like right to the beginning of this, because I need every pound at my disposal, because I don't really know how that's gonna go. So it's nice to have that buffer if it's at all possible. See, I don't really have anything else, to say. things are going pretty well, and I'm ready. I can honestly tell everyone I am ready to do this. Yeah, I'd do it tomorrow if they'd start, but I got a couple more weeks to prepare, and you give me 1 week, I'm okay. You give me more than 1 week, I'm normally pretty bulletproof when it comes to this kind of stuff. So we'll get there. Um, on a lighter note, I've been watching like some movies and stuff, and a couple good ones came out. Um, the I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love the Marvel comics, so like Captain America and Iron Man, Thor, and all those. I love those kind of movies, especially like even Transformers. I love Transformers. That's one of my favorites. Um, I heard they're coming out with some really good ones this summer. The new John Wick's supposed to be coming out. That's normally a good movie. Um, so it would be nice if they would come out sooner than later, because I'd like to entertain myself. I'm running low on movies to watch. Uh, 'Cause some of them really haven't been that great. It's normally number twos. I found the second movie. I'm always nervous to watch the second movie or buy the second movie because, golly, it normally doesn't work out that great. Like Anchorman 2 and stuff, like they kind of tried a little too hard to do comedy, and kind of was a little disappointing in my opinion. Some people might like it. If you did, that's cool. I'm not saying it was terrible, but it wasn't for me. Um, that's the way it is. So I've been watching a lot of movies, doing a lot of research, like I said, on the science of this, and that kept me pretty busy. But it's to the point now where I'm just kind of reaching for entertainment at this point. But I still have a little bit more research to do. It wasn't quite clear on one of the blocks of instructions, from the paperwork, and I have a couple questions on that. I also have a couple questions on approvals and legality issues. I found a discrepancy in the paperwork, so I don't know. I sent them a message and emailed them that, and I haven't gotten anything back on that yet. In fact, I need to check my email after this video to see if I got any further information on any of that stuff. So yeah, going to open this up to questions. If anybody has any questions or curious, like on what's about to happen, just either private message me if you feel comfortable that way, call me if you have my number, or just message me on this video, and I'll message you back. That's about all I got, folks. So I heard everybody back home was getting slammed with storms and rain and stuff, so have fun with that. It's actually thunderstorming out here now, out my way, which is pretty neat because the Gulf kind of like supercharges these thunderstorm cells, and they can put on quite an impressive show. And I love to watch them, especially at nighttime like it is now. It is one of my favorite things to do. It's like a light show, it's amazing. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking out the window, and it's amping up. So it's about that time for me to go up to the 35th floor here in this complex and watch the thunderstorm. Hopefully not get struck by lightning, because that would tickle. I'm not saying it would kill me at this point, but it would tickle. I don't want that to happen. It would. Although that'd be one hell of a ride. Yeah. All right. everyone, take care. I'll probably make a couple more videos before we get to the point where this takes off. Um, I'll answer everybody's questions. Send them to me, and I'll answer them the best I can. Because this, like I said, this science is complicated, but it is ridiculously cool how they do this and what they can do. Um, so yeah, I enjoy that kind of stuff. So by all means, fire away. Yeah, there's no stupid questions because as of like 3 weeks ago, I had no idea what this was, and now I kind of figured it out pretty good. So, all right, folks, take care. God bless you. Be safe. Have fun. Normal safety, breathe. I never kind of shook that habit from the army. It's like letting everybody go for the weekend. You're like, don't do anything stupid, and then they're like waiting for you to tell them what not to do. Yeah, I kind of do that. I end my videos that way. I have no idea why, but it's a habit. Most important thing is have fun. Have fun. Take time and do it. Have fun with your wife, have fun with your kids, have fun with your girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't care what the hell it is at this point. Dog, whatever, cat. Have fun. Go do something that you never done before. Yeah, I'm gonna do that when I get home. I'm gonna go challenge myself and do something I never did before. Make sure that I have a good damn time doing it. I at least earn that. So take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night.